Krishna, the Arjuna gets a doubt. What is better to do? You're providing me two things. One is looking at this, any vibhutis or any avatars or any forms that are there, that you have come in different forms, Rama, Krishna, all those forms that you have. Is worshipping of that is better, or worshipping of, in the Advaita nature says, I am the consciousness pure, where everything that is dushyatvat is nothing but mithya only. Whatever I see is nothing but mithya. That which because of which I am able to see, that is the reality. Sitting down and contemplating on that, is that better? Which is the better way of doing? That's what Arjuna's question was, which motivated Krishna to answer exhaustively. In this, Krishna describes the methodology, what he calls a top-down approach. Top-down approach, going up approach and top-down approach. This is, it comes down from the top-down approach. What is the highest? If you can't do it, what's the next level? If you can't do it, what is the next level? And if you can't do it like that, he goes 5 steps. And Gurudev used to tell, he said, if I can't do even the 5th step lower, what should I do? He's jokingly says, in every ashram they used to have grass fields because they didn't have lawn mowers at that time. So that's where you can go and help. What? Sowing the grass. And this is a funny way of saying that everybody has a step. So we don't have one medication, because Vedanta doesn't say everybody should do this. No. We have diseases are different types, people mentalities are different type, and therefore you have to select what is that which is most conducive to you. That's what essentially. So the Krishna answers to that question, what is easier or what is the best? What is the best here, in fact? So he's giving us now a top-down approach. These are some of the important slokas, so we will chant also. Maya Vesya Mano Imam Nitya Yukta Upasate Shraddhaya Parayopetaha Teme Yukta Tamamataha. So this is the highest in the hierarchy wise. So my aveshya manaha. So mind is completely avesham. Avesham means completely centered in me. That who is that me? Remember in the previous sloka he already said what's the nature of this Swarupa of the Lord. That maya tadamidam sarvam jagad avyakta murtina. I pervade this entire universe in unmanifested form. That is the highest nature. Mastani sarva bhutani achaham tesha avastitaha natamastani bhutani. So I am there in the highest form. All forms are me, but they are not in me also. So if you want to know my avesham, avesham means completely engulfed in that state of understanding. Therefore, my aveshya manaha, the mind itself is absorbed into that state. Yomam nityam yukta upasate. Says here, Vasana is who contemplates into that my nature of that reality that Vedanta describes in so many ways. Says, Nanta prajnah na bahi prajnam, nanta prajnam na bahi prajnam, no vayata prajnam na prajnana dhanam, na prajnam na prajnam achalam, adrishtam avyahar. This is in the, you know where it is? Mandukya. So we took the CDs, that's why I'm supposed to remind you guys that we have Bhagavad Gita text, and also we have all CDs that we took in the past in terms of these camps also available. Make use of those who want to know more. I'm just introducing that whole chapter of that Mandukya is that what is the nature of the Turiyam, Adrushtam, Avyavaharyam, Avyapade. Oh, my mind is going back. So that which is beyond all these things, Agrahyam, And prapanchopasam, shantam, shivam, advaitam, chatuttam manyanti, sahatma, savigneya. That which is beyond all any of these things. Neither I am a waker, nor I am a dreamer, nor I am a deep sleeper, but I am a waker, I am a dreamer, I am a deep sleeper too. But yet I am beyond all that. That which cannot be described, that which cannot be thought of, that is the highest nature of mind. So Nitya Yukta Upasati. Upasana here means to contemplate in the direction specified by the Vedas. See, Shraddhaya, with complete faith in that. Parayo Upeta, with supreme faith in that, supreme Shraddha. Parayo Shraddhaya Upeta. Teme Yuktatama Mataha. Yuktatama, this is the highest that one can attain. That is the highest bhakti. And what is the nature of that mind? Just in case we forgot or didn't attend the Mandukya camp. Etvacharama nirdesyam avyaktam paryupasate sarvatra gama chintasya Sarvatra gama chintyam cha Kutastamachalam dhruvam. That Turiyam description here is exactly Mandukya Upanishad. Turiyam description is given here is Aksharam. It is indestructible. Avyaktam. It cannot be expressed in anything, neither through words or through the eyes I can see. Sarvatra gamam, that which is pervades everything in the entire universe, that is infinite nature itself. Achintyam, which I cannot think of, it's not a concept, it's not an idea, it's not a form, it's not something that I can crystallize in the mind. It says, Kotastam, which is indeformable, it does not change. That's what Kotastam is, anvil where everything else changes, but it does not change. Achalam, it is immovable because it's infinite, therefore there is no place it can move. Dhruvam, it is form, not that it is not absent, it is there. That supports everything. But that is the one Dharya Jagat, that which protects it. That is the highest. What you have to think, Upasana, that is my nature. If you can contemplate on it, Upasana, Nitya Yukta Upasate, with proper understanding if you contemplate. How do I understand it? You have to attend Memorial Day camps. That understanding is what is required in order to, that is the highest bhakta. Okay? So it's Yukta Tama. Taratama, Tara is comparative, Tama is superlative. So he is the highest. And if that is, still some more. How do I get that state? How do I upasana? Samniyam yendriya gramam sarvatra samubuddhayaha Te papnumanti mameva sarvabhuta hite rataha. So in order to be able to contemplate in that nature of reality, I need to have proper discipline of my mind. So here the requirement for the jnani to align is samniyamya indriya graham. All my sense organs are under my control. I just don't running away without me telling, okay, now you go, now you eat, now you do that kind of thing. Essentially, I have a control in my sense organs. Sarvatra samubuddhayaha. Everywhere I have equal anonymity. I neither hate somebody or love somebody. It is equanimity is there all the time. Te prapnuvanti mameva. They are the ones who contemplate on that reality. If they reach me with the understanding also sarvabhuta hite rataha. Always think of the best for everybody. Those qualities I have to acquire if you don't have it. And that way my mind evolves and becomes an expanding mind. And that's what is required. However, Krishna gives a warning here. Klesho dikatarastesham avyakta sakta chetasam avyakta hi gatir dukkham dehavad viravapyati. But, there is a but here. But this is difficult. Kleshaha dikadara. It's very difficult. To whom? It says, dehavad viravapyati. Those who are deeply involved at the body level. Okay? Is specific. To whom it's difficult? Those who are preoccupied about their body. How to decorate this body, how to do this, how to do that, all about body is me. Therefore, how to do all the making up or makeup, all that making up at that level, it is difficult for them to do this because you need to contemplate on something or not on this body, mind, intellect. So, kleshaha, adhikaraha, tesham, for those avyakta sakta chetasam, that which is inexpressible, that which is undescribable, for them to take the mind to that, because they are always involved in the descriptions of this and that and that and that and so on. So for him it is very, very difficult indeed. So what they have to do? So you go to next level. So this is the first one he described. So next, what should I do? Those people. Yetu sarvani karmani Vaisanyasya matparaha ananyenaiva yogena mam jayanta upasate tesha maham samudharta mrityu samsara sagarat bhavami nachirat partha Maya veshita chetasam. So those people who cannot sit down and contemplate in this direction that is specified by the Vedas, Vedanta. See, etu sarvani karmani mayi sanyasmatpara. Those who can surrender all their actions to me. Here there are two distinctions Krishna is telling. One is actions, that is karmani. In the next level, he is going to tell you karma phalani, okay, which is different. So here, actions itself is offered to him. I am not worried about the phalam, the fruits, but actions itself are devoted to him. I am giving to you. I don't care whether fruits are right. I am not worried about the result, but actions itself are for your sake. So when I am offering the actions for the Lord's sake, why am I doing? Not for my sake, it's for the Lord's sake. So every action has to be centered for the Lord's sake. So my life has to be retuned to do whatever God's sake has to be done, whatever the sake of the Lord. Not that I want or he so on. What is that to be done? That is what God. So every action has to be worthy that it should be his action. It is his signature. Just like an ambassador performs an action in the country as an ambassador, what does he do? Whatever he does is action of the government. It's a representative, because he's a representative of the government. Even though he may be individually doing it, but he is not responsible for the action, because whatever he does, the government is responsible. In the same way, I have to take as a responsible as an ambassador of him and perform whatever I am doing, whether it's a mother or a father or a husband or a wife or taking care of this, taking care of every action has to be done as is. So, sarvani karmani, all actions, there is no exception here. Mai sanyasya matpara, offering completely to me. Ananye naiva yogena, without any other yoga, without any thought, without any distractions here. Mam chayanta upase, that itself is the dhyanam, contemplating on me. Tesham samudharta mrityu samsara. I am going to uplift them from this. This is his promise. Pretty soon, Nachirat Partha, because they are now completely devoted to me. Or Saranagat, let's say Saranagat in this. Mayyeva mana adhastva Mayi buddhim niveshaya Nivashishyasi mayyeva Atavurdham na samshayaha. So keeping my mind completely as I am acting or during action or outside the action, all the time in me only. My mana adhasva, mind is completely devoted to me, keeping my mind in me. And buddhi also, the intellect also, niveshaya, says completely in me only. Nivasishyasi mayyeva, he lives in me only. The mind and the body both are involved in the action or outside the action. All the time I am living, thinking of him or him only, and acting in the world. That is the second level of bhakti. Bhakti is emotional attitude, attitude in the mind, but expressed again in terms of actions also, and therefore both actions have also become bhakti also. Now we go to the third level. Atha chittam samadhatum na shaknoshi mayi sthiram abhyasa yogena tato mamichhaptum dhananjaya. Oh Lord, I cannot keep my mind all the time. You are saying every time, all day, continuously, 24 hours, 7 days, 24 hours, all those continuously. I cannot keep like that. How can I do? So if you cannot do that, I'll give you next exception. At least start doing it. Abhyasa yoga. Abhyasa is practice. Start practicing. Remember Abhyasa yoga, every time he says this Abhyasa, if anybody says I cannot do it, you can do it, but you start practicing. That is the safest answer Krishna gives all the time. So there is no question of impossible, it is difficult. So how can I get out? Start practicing, slowly it becomes your nature. That's all the recipes. Abhyasa yogena tato mamichhaptum manjaya. So desire to gain me, mamichhaptum, you will get slowly. So this is by slow practice of serving the Lord, at least temporarily, in between do it, and other things again, and do it more and more and more. And as you retire, you do more and more of this, because other things have gone down. So that is essentially what should be the life. So, Krishna, I cannot even do that. It's difficult. All the things you are telling me is too difficult. Abhyasepya samarthosi Matkarma paramo bhava Madartamapi karmani Kurvan siddhim avapyasi. So this is the karma yoga aspect. If you can't do that also, at least do whatever and offer it to me, all the actions itself. So essentially, try to divert your lifestyle to do whatever that benefits me. That is what the benefits me means. Benefits the totality. Me is nothing but, remember, everything is me. So whatever that benefits the totality, do something, whatever that benefits the society. So always the people criticism of Advaita says, Advaitis, they listen but they don't do anything. They don't help at all the society. Says Krishna says, that's not what it is. You have to do it to go before that. So when it says, here people, the camp is organized by people, selfless workers. And they themselves, most of the people put their money themselves from their pocket so that the